welcome to Puzzle with Emilia. That's me, and today we have a special guest over here. All the USA Jigsaw National puzzles. And yeah, oh my god, I'm so excited. So the USA Nationals of Speed Puzzling were actually back in March. I know a lot of you watched their live streams and you were like wondering where to get those puzzles. And then the sad news was that they're only limited edition and sold only in USA, and I was like, no. But luckily I have puzzle friends all over the world, and Sarah was such a nice person to buy and send me these on my behalf all the way from USA to Finland. And these actually arrived already some time ago. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you maybe have not seen this clip yet. All the puzzles used in the USA Jigsaw Puzzle Nationals have arrived to Finland. Thank you so much, Sarah, for helping me to get these puzzles. This is just amazing. I cannot thank you enough, and also congratulations on your LLC related to puzzle business. I am so excited. Let's take a look. This one, this one, this one. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this was very smart that she put two puzzles inside here. So also this one and this one. I am so happy. I'm gonna do the teams puzzles with my team, of course, but I cannot get my. Maybe I'll do even one today already. I can't believe this is so great. And today on this video, we're actually going to do all of the 500 piece puzzles, which is like 6 puzzles. And obviously I'm gonna give my review on everything, and I'm gonna tell you what would have been my placement if I was in US. Should I move there? Would I have a better career as a speed puzzler? Who knows? I haven't done the 1,000 piece ones yet because I'm saving those for team practice. And of course I want to compare our times. Also with the US Nationals, so it wouldn't make sense that if I have already done them once, then it wouldn't be comparable, and blah 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 blah, yada yada yada, and so on. But I am definitely going to tell my thoughts about them. And yeah, we have a lot of puzzles to go through today, so let's just get it started. Okay, here we go. The first puzzle is this one. I actually did this in the same order as they were in the competition. So first, all the classification rounds. This is exactly my type of puzzle, like a lot of details, but kind of like easy details. I think we hate details when they're similar, but in this one they're like very different all around the puzzle. So this was actually one of the most exciting for me from the classification rounds, and the name is Fiesta Time. And obviously, it's no secret that all the classification puzzles in the individual rounds were from a photo stock. So this is from Adobe stock, which is one of the photo banks, and credited for a handle called Luna Marina. Not sure who she is, but this was the puzzle. And yeah, I mean, I just like this, and I also like that all of the classification round puzzles in the individual had like the same theme of food. Of course, the puzzles were different, but I think it was kind of like good that all of them were food themed, so it wasn't like all over the place. And of course, the best part, unpublished puzzles, as it should be. And yeah, I was just, this is very traditional way of me doing detailed puzzles. I start with the most like brightest colors. Those are always the easiest for me to find. Sometimes I can find, for example, I have this little pile over there of the darker puzzle pieces, but usually I don't get them together that well, so I leave them always for the last. I'm not sure, I think I have already guacamole there and everything else. So it's just gonna be the big darker bowl that I'll be finishing now for the last. And let's take a look. So my final time with this puzzle was 48 minutes and 37 seconds, and that would have actually placed me in the original classification round 4th. And that is so crazy to me because Kathy Reuter and Sarah Schuler finished in, so Kathy finished in 36 seconds and, 46 minutes and 50 seconds. Sarah Schuler only 3 seconds after that. So basically I did quite well and only like less than 2 minutes from the first placement. But then we move on to this puzzle, and I think this was probably the hardest from all the classification rounds. And to be honest, this wasn't as hard for me as I thought it would be, but then also it has parts that I thought would be easier and they weren't. So for example, I was like so sure I'm gonna start off with this kind of classy bottles on the shelves, but those seems to be like almost even like one of the hardest parts. And actually this puzzle was used as an example on my first speed puzzling coaching program session that I had, because we wanted to see how to tackle busy images with a lot of details. Exactly as I said in this puzzle, those are very, like the details are very similar. The name of this is Plentiful Produce, also from Stock, credit to a handle called Altitude Visual. So yeah, definitely one of the hardest. And if you're interested in the speed up coaching program, also the sessions we already had will be available for you if you join. So just make sure you subscribe this channel, and then there should be a join button visible for you. So joining as a member for this channel, either on desktop or if you're an Android user also on the mobile. But this puzzle, my time was 1 hour, 1 minute and 42 seconds. And with that time, I would have actually placed on the round P of classifications, I would have actually been third. So we have Jan Reuter, I hope I'm pronouncing the names correctly, who actually did that puzzle in 56 minutes, and Andra Bang, who did it in 58. So I was like, you know, a few minutes behind those, but definitely the hardest puzzle. And then we had the last classification round, which was the sushi puzzle called Evening Sushi, and also from Adobe Stock, and it's graded for Karan Dave and Benjamin, hopefully pronouncing the Karan, blah blah blah. I'll put it in the description. And I think this was kind of like intermediate, like not as hard as the previous puzzle, but not as easy as the first one. But I kind of enjoy this. I think this would be really easy to do also with the pair, because you can kind of like split it into different sections, which is this one, and then this big sushi plate. Yeah, I obviously started with the cream parts. Obviously it's a lot of same cream, but obviously the texture is a little bit different, so that helps a lot. And yeah, all puzzles in the USA Jigsaw Nationals were unpublished, and that's exactly how it should be. I don't know who made the decisions. Obviously, I have said this already last year. First of all puzzles in the real serious competition should be unpublished, and the decision should be only made by the organizers. So this was kind of like good puzzles. And my time for that one actually was, let's take a look, because it goes so fast. I know you won't be able to catch it unless you stop the video. 55 minutes and 48 seconds, and that would have placed me in the round C. That would have placed me fourth. So basically the same placement as on the group A. We had Kelly Walder, who did this in 48 minutes, so I was kind of like 7 minutes behind the first spot. But I was like so surprised that I would have done so well in the USA. I even feel like I did worse like in Sweden, and I think Sweden and USA have very similar levels. Sweden might be a little bit even higher level, even though Sweden is obviously a smaller country, but obviously this is a small sport, so the levels are not same. But yeah, anyway, so this was in the final, and this is actually, we're moving on to the kind of like artist puzzles. I don't want to say those are not artists, but you know, those are from the photo bank. So I mean, like this is called Air Balloon Valley, and it's from Nathanael Mortensen. I mentioned also in my previous video. I was hoping his puzzles for the Finnish championship, but no. I really love this puzzle. By the way, the artist you can find on Instagram as a puzzle illustrator. I really love this puzzle. I mean, I feel like I actually have one like an air balloon puzzle in my website that I made a review on, and I think I wrote something on it like there's so many air balloon puzzles, so just choose whatever brand you like because they're all the same. But this one is actually, I feel like it's different. I really like this puzzle. This is absolutely fantastic. It was so much fun to do this one. I really enjoyed, and I also enjoyed listening to the interview of the artist while they were doing the live streams from the nationals. And my time for this one was 48 minutes and 3 seconds. I actually did it for the second time later, and then my time was 44 minutes something. But anyway, with my original time and comparing to the final results, I am completely out of my previous placements because I would have actually placed 21st with Megan Jones. So yeah, I even dropped out of the top 20, but we have to say that there is a lot of people like finishing, everybody between the placements from 10 to 20 actually did the puzzle within 2 minutes of each other. And the winning time, of course, from Alice Rowe was amazing, 39 minutes and 12 seconds. But yeah, really love this. But these are obviously the pairs puzzles, so no really time to compare here. This is actually what you're watching right now is my second time doing this puzzle because I did this both with my pair earlier before the Finnish championship, and actually when I did this with my pair our time was 28 something. I don't remember the seconds, I don't think we even took the time up anywhere, but it was 28 something. So that's quite good. I think with both puzzles we were in like top 10, I think. Yes. But yeah, I really enjoyed this puzzle. So this is called Jazzy, and this is from Greg Paprocki. And I think of these pair classification rounds, I thought that this would be the easier puzzle. I thought this would be faster. And fun enough, this was the slower one for both when I did it as an individual and also when I did it with my pair. My time with that one was 48 minutes and 20 seconds. And I said with my pair, we did it in 28 something. And yeah, and then we had the other pairs puzzle. Also, I like the team here. They're like very different, but still so similar. And this is called Pets of Palm Springs, actually from the same artist. Okay, same artist. So that actually makes sense why they're so similar. Obviously, this is a little bit brighter with the colors. And I honestly thought that this would be the harder ones because there's a lot of like random details, especially in this area. And with my pair, we did this in 26 minutes and something. So kind of like 2 minutes are better than the other puzzle. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's already like 30 seconds in, 30 seconds. I'm getting confused with the minutes and seconds. 30 minutes almost in here, and I feel like it's not like, I mean, there's a good progress, but as you can say, I said that there's a lot of details in this area that were kind of like hard. I feel like I was almost a little bit guessing. And of course, we need to consider, I've done both of these puzzles with my pair, so I'm a little bit familiar what's going on in the images. So I think it's almost safe to assume that maybe my both times would have been more closer to 50 minutes. And as said, my time with this one was faster than the other one. and my time with this one is 46 minutes and 56 seconds, which you will see right now. But yeah, absolutely love these puzzles, fantastic puzzles. And then moving on, reviewing the 1000-piece puzzles that I have not done. So this was used in the pairs final, and called Sweet Street by Demelsa Haughton. And absolutely, I love this. I love this. It's so like fun and kind of like almost like this childish, silly, like, you know, in a positive way. I don't know if there's like a different positive words for those same words in English, but so many lovely details. Of course, you know, a bit tricky puzzle for pairs, but I absolutely love this one. I was so stressed when I was watching the live stream because, I mean, I think they were doing this on that small table that had 2 pairs per table that was like the same size they used for individual. They didn't have like own full table, and I was like, oh my god, like where are you gonna put the pieces and everything? And it was so interesting to see actually different kind of styles of some people were facing each other, some pairs, and some were by side or even the end of the table. I'm actually discussing this in my this for pair speed puzzling video. But yeah, it was very interesting to see. I absolutely love this puzzle, very excited to do it. Let's move on to the teams puzzle. So actually this one was first. So they started off with this puzzle, which is like, oh my god. Not only like a lot of details. The name of this is Busy Birdies. I mean, that's a perfect name for this. This is a really busy image. The artist is Dean MacAdam. Not only a lot of details, but very similar, like a color scheme. So this is almost like yellow, then we have a little bit like orange tone, but everything kind of like breaks from that yellow. And then of course this random like bluish violet sticks. Yeah, okay, the stick is not the right word. I can't figure out what's the word in English. It doesn't come to my mind right now. You know the things that come off the trees. So yeah, I was almost like, oh my god, like this is one of like, I wouldn't say one of the worst puzzles you can get, but this is so hard to split between 4 people. All the pieces look very similar, and you know, similar details everywhere, similar colors everywhere. And I was like, oh my god, I feel like, you know, they're doing this puzzle and they're like, at least after this, anything that comes up cannot be worse than this. Obviously, lovely image and everything. I love the puzzle this, but kind of like, there can't be worse than this. And then of course the second puzzle that they didn't actually know. To my knowledge, people on the live stream knew what was the second puzzle going to be, but they only, I think it was only revealed to them as they finished the first puzzle and they got their hands on this second one. So I'm like, oh my god, you just finished this. I have like this, oh my god, it's done. Like, what's next? Give me anything. And then this comes. This is Celestial Constellations from Elspeth, McLean. This feels like my nightmare. So I think somehow this could be like easier to split between the team members, like hypothetically in theory. But then when you start looking for those pieces of the area you promised to do, then I think it's not longer that easy. Of course, this part is easy, but other than that, not really. And I think somebody, this is not my own insight, somebody pointed out in the interview that, you know, because Ravensburger puzzle pieces from the other side are also blue. So, oh my god, this is just a lot of blue. But I'm very excited to do this with my team and compare our times, because we also did the puzzle that was done in the Swedish Nationals, and we would have actually won the Swedish Championship. Well, obviously we're not Swedish, so we can't like officially win it, but if we would have been there as a international team, we would have had the best of the best time. So I'm very excited to see how we would do with this, especially seeing my placement with the individual puzzles, except the final. I mean, 21st is not bad either, but I mean, I was wishing like top 10 based on my placements on the classification rounds, but yeah, I don't know, but I'm very excited to do this kind of thing. I'm actually also thinking about making like kind of this video of meet my team members, but I haven't actually asked my team members, so I'll probably have to ask them first. I think you would love that kind of video. But yeah, these were the puzzles. If I would need to choose my favorites, ooh, that's a hard one. I like them all. I even like the photo bank pictures. It's so hot in this house, you have no idea. I think it's like 30 degrees in Finland right now, which is like crazy. It's only May, and like 4 weeks ago we had snow. But I don't have like this kind of like a thing that makes the house cool in my house. So it's actually probably like 35 inside here. Anyway, side note. But yeah, it was very exciting. I'm obviously this year, I'm going to the Danish Championship and Norwegian Championship right now. Actually, probably as you're watching this, I'm already in Denmark. And I'm thinking maybe next year I could visit. I think in US there's a lot of participants here. You cannot unofficially compete on the side as an international guest. But I was thinking about maybe visiting. Who knows? Maybe some other countries as well. Would be much nicer to see the action live rather than through a live stream, even though that's great as well. Yeah, I love these puzzles. Tell me what were your favorites and what do you think about my placements? Like, I don't feel like I'm that good, but I don't know. I have done some puzzles from the previous USA Jigsaw Nationals and I've done quite well, which was also why I knew that the level is not that super high when they have like super good speed puzzlers, of course, but you know, in general. And yeah, I don't think I have anything to say now. I'm just going into this like just talking forever mode. But yeah, I'm so thankful for Sarah. So let's thank Sarah for sending these puzzles and making this video happen and bringing such a joy to do these puzzles and enjoy them here all the way in Finland. And yeah, I don't have anything else. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.